I'm Pastor Kurt, and this is your 5-minute Bible study. Today, we're going to be looking at Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 through 12. This is the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, and this particular section is often called the Beatitudes. This is where Jesus calls certain people blessed. Now, first of all, when you hear the word Beatitudes, please do not think these are attitudes that you must be. Okay? It's not be attitudes. Sometimes people try to make a clever pun here to say, oh, these are attitudes that you should have in life. No, okay? Let's look at what the text is actually talking about. Here, Jesus is calling different groups of people blessed. But what does it mean to be blessed? Sometimes, when we hear the word blessed, we think it means fortunate or well off, especially when we talk about count your blessings. Okay, maybe you're feeling bad or things aren't going well in life and you're kind of doing the woe is me thing, and either somebody else reminds you or you remind yourself to count your blessings. What that really means is look at all the good stuff you have going for you in life. Why are you throwing a little pity party? Your life is wonderful. You've got a lot of good things going on, okay? It's supposed to snap you out of that sense of feeling sorry for yourself, but that's not really what it means to be blessed, okay? Being blessed does not mean being fortunate or well off in life. Look at who's on this list. Those aren't the people Jesus is talking about. Jesus talks about people who are poor in spirit, who mourn, who are meek, who are pure in heart, who are peacemakers, who are persecuted, this kind of stuff. These are not the people who are well-to-do in life. These are the people who have had a lot of hard, difficult things happen to them. So how in the world are they blessed? Well, first, we need to redefine what the word blessed means. If the word blessed does not mean fortunate or well off, then what does it mean? Looking here at this list of who Jesus talks about as blessed, being blessed simply means that God remembers you and God loves you. When you are down and out, when life is not going so well, when you're throwing that kind of pity party or woe is me or life is just horrible right now, you need that reminder that God remembers you and God loves you. That's what it means to be blessed. Okay? It doesn't matter how much stuff you have. Sometimes, back in Bible times and even today, people think the more stuff you have, the more blessed you are by God. And by stuff, I mean material possessions, your things. The more things you have, the more money you have, the more blessed you are by God. No, that's ridiculous, okay? That's not how it works. Being blessed by God simply means that God remembers you and God loves you. That's what the people on this list needed to be reminded about. So it's not that only the people listed here are blessed. Rather, it means that these people are blessed too. These people's lives are important too. And if you look at the list, you can actually break it into two separate groups. In one case, there are people who have hard things in their lives because things have happened to them. These are the people who are poor in spirit, who mourn, who are meek, this sort of thing. They have had outside circumstances affect them that have just kind of been overwhelming for them. Think about death, okay? When you're mourning and you're meek and you feel like your world's falling apart, you need to know that God remembers you and God loves you. That's the first group. The second group is those who have hard things happen to them in life because they choose it. Now that sounds a little odd. Why would anybody choose hard things in their lives? Well, look at who's kind of in the second half of this list. It's people who are pure in heart, people who are peacemakers, people who are persecuted for Jesus' sake, this sort of thing, okay? People who willingly choose the hard life of following Jesus. When you follow Jesus, it's not going to be easy. It wasn't easy back then, and it's not easy today. Hard things will happen, but in the process, you are reminded that God loves you and God is with you. So in your life, whether things have happened to you from the outside that have been kind of hard, or whether you've chosen them because you're following Jesus, let me remind you now that God remembers you and God loves you. You are blessed. There's your 5-minute Bible study for the day. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.